So if you're wondering what this is, take a look at the video and we'll find out. Hi everybody, I'm Dan.
And I'm Nicole.
Welcome to our special program on a little adventure that we had recently.
Welcome.
So I discovered that there is this place called Handcar Tours. Yeah, this is one of their sweatshirts.
Look at that art. It's so cool. You guys, we had such a good time.
Yeah, so we're not being sponsored, by the way. We just liked it.
No, we just really had a good time.
So what it is, it's on the shore of Monterey Bay. Starts in the town of Marina and heads south into what was once Fort Ord, which was an army base.
Which was pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Since Nicole's an army vet.
It was just pretty cool to see it. And there was some, stuff like, I almost was like, hey, Daniel, get out and retrieve that train garbage over there. Because, it's not garbage to us.
No.
There was some stuff to see, too, that was just hanging out. It was pretty cool.
So anyway, they have these little, they call them rail bikes, which are like a two-person, kind of like a handcar, but you pedal them. But it's electric pedal assist, I guess, is how you could describe it the best. So you're pedaling, but you're not really, you're just keeping the electric motor going, really, is what you're doing. And the car kind of drives itself.
What did they say? Low impact?
Low impact, yeah.
Low impact.
It's not something you have to be an Olympic cyclist to be able to do.
Correct.
Because the first half of the trip is kind of uphill, and then it comes back the opposite direction downhill. So
right, it loops around, and it's really, really pretty because in the loop you get to see Monterey Bay.
Yeah.
And it is a very beautiful, beautiful scene. I mean, when we went, it was a little chilly, and so you'll notice that it's overcast, which is perfect for videoing.
Yeah.
But we are a little chilly in the videos. But it was beautiful, you guys, and the nature was so cool, and we got to watch squirrels and all sorts of stuff run around. What track was that?
Well, the track is, like I said, it's part of the old Southern Pacific Monterey Branch. And I think maybe a stub of it is still in service for some industries up further north, but the part down in Monterey has been out of service for a long time. And
it was definitely out of service.
Yeah, and some of it's even grown over with weeds. You can't even see where the track was in some places. But
So sad.
this stretch they have, I'm not sure how long it is, but it's still visible. And I've seen the tracks from the road, because the road that you take to go down into Monterey Highway 1 along the coast is it drives right by the tracks, and you can see it. And I've always seen these spur tracks going into Fort Ord, but I've never been in there before. So on this, you'll see as we go through the tour, you get to actually go around into there, and they actually have a balloon track, which I didn't realize that they had.
Which is pretty rare.
Yeah, those are kind of rare.
Yeah.
And that's how they get you back, the way, basically to where you started.
Right.
So,
it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And the people ahead of us were throwing the switches, and the guy behind us was throwing the switches.
Yeah.
But they put us out at a good beat distance. So it felt like you were by yourself for the majority of the time until they stopped you to make sure everybody was together and to start up, into the next area. I mean, it really was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there must have been, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 little rail bikes going at the same time.
Yeah,
but they
I think
spaced
so.
us out quite a bit, so it was you're kind of like you're by yourself. And
Oh, they had one other rail cart there too, the one that did this.
oh yeah, they have a different one that's a handcar that's for 3 or maybe 4 people. The website says 3, but I don't know. Some of them had 4 seats, so I don't know. But it's like like you do with
this.
a hand pump kind of a thing. I think those are electric assist also.
Mm-hmm. They are.
But it's pretty neat, because I'd never experienced a railroad like that before. When because you're really on the track. It's not when you're in a train, you're kind of a good distance above the track. So it's a little bit different experience when you're really on the track.
And completely open air too.
Yeah, completely open air.
And it was interesting to see some of the vehicles that they had pictures of, because one of them was a bicycle on the railroad.
Yeah.
And it had a little basket down below, and I kept thinking, dear goodness, why is the basket low? I would have put it higher.
Yeah.
But it was so cool to see a 3, I don't even know how I don't know. There's some really cool history there.
They have a little mini museum
Yeah.
I think they actually have some older equipment there, but they had it all closed up because of the weather.
They do. The guy said that they do, but they did have it closed up for weather.
Yeah. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to the video.
Enjoy.
They have some interesting historical displays near the depot area. So we were the last ones to get there, and we were the last ones to leave, but that was okay. All the cars go about the same speed once you get them going, so there's really no way to catch up to the people in front of you.
Okay. Hey, you're not supposed to have your phone.
Before we start.
Before we start? Okay.
Yeah. So what Nicole's talking about is that they asked the person sitting on the right side not to play with their phone because you're in charge of the brake, and in case you have to stop, you're supposed to be paying attention. We started off heading south out of Marina, and the tracks parallel Highway 1.
People powered. No, I'm teasing. It's electrically powered too. We're getting help. That's the way to do it, guys.
They did stop us at a bicycle crossing under an overpass, and we waited there for a little while, and then they let us go again. So we've come to a stop at a bicycle crossing, and we're waiting for, I'm not sure what, probably people to get here.
So snacks.
Snack time, yeah. So this is actually pedal powered. You don't have to pedal too hard because it has an electric motor. But we can both pedal. And it is a little bit of a workout so far. But it's not too difficult. I think some of what they do is because they only had 2 people working that day, and they have to be able to get their staff to certain places on the line to be able to take care of things. So Nicole shot most of this video, and I think she did a great job. One thing I noticed about a lot of the switches on here is that they have this interesting thing where the frog actually closes on the diverging route, so that when you're on the main line, it's basically like continuous rail. These tracks haven't seen an actual train in many years, so it's nice to see them being used for something. According to what they told us, all of these rail cars that we're riding were custom designed and built. From what I understand, they're quite expensive, and they're also unique, and they're not being used anywhere else. The whole trip takes about 90 minutes. At the halfway point, which is on the balloon track in Fort Ord, we stopped and they let us, take pictures of the ocean and stretch our legs for a little while. While you're stopped, one of the staff members will throw the switch for the balloon track so that we can come back through in the other direction. So before I realized there was a balloon track, I was kind of wondering how they dealt with these things because they don't seem to back up or have reversible seats. But you're just going forward the whole time. I don't know a lot about the history of Fort Ord, but judging by the number of spur tracks, at one time there must have been quite a bit of rail service. We're coming to the end of the balloon track and the former main line is over on the right. If you look really closely, you can see that the main line was constructed with heavier rail than the track we're on right now. We stopped one more time on the way back to Marina at the same bicycle crossing. When they let us go again, they spaced us a little closer together to come back into the depot. After everyone left, they started to turn the handcars one at a time. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We certainly did. I think we're probably going to end up going back at least another couple of times. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I really want to take Mom.
Yeah, she wants to take her mom. And
you guys, my mom was actually disappointed that it wasn't the old-timey, like, pump and stand. And I was like, seriously? You're in your 70s. Can we sit? It was so funny.
yeah,
My goodness.
I don't know if you had... if you had to do it like with manual power, it would be pretty hard. They actually said that the guy said that because of the hill, that when they first started doing it, I guess they didn't have the electric assist yet, and they had to just have people, using their muscles. So they said if people were like used to riding bicycles and they were working out and stuff, they were fine. But people who weren't in as good a shape didn't have as good a time. So
and some of them did not make it up the hill.
Yeah, some of them didn't make it up the hill. Yeah, so
I for one was very happy for electric assist.
yeah. So it was all right. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.